Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since I posted last, but my life has kind of gone in a different direction. If you watched the last video, I ended up giving all of my money away, and from the first night I did that, things kind of started switching around. The energy of everything kind of just opened up. Let's see, the last couple weeks I've been really busy. A lot of opportunities came, and I think honestly it's because, like I said in the last video, I've been taking a lot, and it was time for me to give more. Okay, so what happened that night? I'm pretty sure I did. No, actually, I can't remember what happened. Oh, that night I actually did walk around. I didn't find anywhere to sleep. I slept on a bench and in a bus. Of course, I hate this shit. Then the next day, I actually had a performance at a pretty well-known party venue, and I went and told them that I'm working on music with some musicians, and I'm looking for a place to perform. And I went and ended up talking to the right person, and they led me to another person, and told me to come back another day. And I came back another day, and they told me about another event, and I said, okay, I'll volunteer for that one. Didn't get paid, of course. I never get paid, but I like to get paid. So pay me. I performed, and I actually did a completely nude performance. I ended up asking them not to announce me as a performer. I wore my usual headscarf, and I walked around the party nude, with the image of the headscarf possibly attaches to people's mind in a religious way with my nude body. I knew these two elements just alone would be the juxtaposition that as an art performance, and those are the things that really stuck by. And that night I just talked to people, walked around, people asked for photos, I took photos, and I was just free, shameless, and people could want to put that shame on me and say, oh, you're nude and blah, 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 and you should be ashamed of yourself because that's not how it's meant to be, or you have no morals. But, for me, it's different. I've allowed myself to open my mind. And if you look at any of my art pieces, you'll see I'm not done opening my mind, and I'm not done expressing myself nude. I ended up doing that performance. They invited me to do another performance at another venue. All these places, I don't know who's going to be there. Just meet people. I'm meeting their friends, and somehow I've been almost injected into this community of partygoers, young professionals in fashion, film, music, art, singing. Last week was the fashion week. I've been in these fashion mega places, but I've never been to really a fashion show. I've been in one, but like kind of a small one. So it was really cool to see high fashion on the runway, fashion designers, the fashion community, and to see the craziness behind a fashion week. I've met a lot of interesting people and very, I think, influential people. I've had drama. I've had all these things. Like I've had like another life within the last couple of weeks. I actually did recently a cover with a friend, Simone. I'll play a clip of it.
Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you.
Hold up, but they don't love you like I love you. Hold down, they don't love you like I love you. Something don't feel right because it ain't right, especially coming up after midnight.
Clip goes here. So that was just a couple of days ago. If you go to my Facebook, you'll find it. It's Julian Naluge. It's spelled on my YouTube channel. You'll see it like over there, somewhere over there. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. That brings me to another point. I'm actually going to Milan tonight because tonight I couldn't find a place to sleep. Don't really want to do the outside thing. I said, oh well, fuck it. I ended up getting some extra money that was a blessing that came out of nowhere. Of course I need to tithe that out. I need to give some of that out. But I just said I have some money. I could either do 2 or 3 nights here in Rome in a room and stay here and do nothing, or I can go to Milan, do a similar thing, kind of spread out my time by an overnight bus. If I do the overnight bus, it's 10 hours overnight, and so it's kind of like a place to sleep at the same time. I get to wake up in a new city, and thankfully, Beyonce will be in Milan on Monday, and my hope is that I get to go see her. Like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm hoping to sneak into the concert. Like, I imagine someday, like if I'm on Beyonce's level and someone tries to sneak into my concert and I have a say of like, do they get kicked out or not? I mean, I don't think I would want to do free concerts because that's business. No, but you know, at the same time, I think people have to respect when a young fan who can't afford a ticket is trying to see someone. How could that be looked at as bad, really, to be honest? So I'm just going to try to sneak in, and whatever negative comes, whatever positive comes, I don't really mind. But I mean, what do I really have to lose? I don't, I really don't know. So I'm just going to go to the Beyonce concert. Also, there's an audition. I also met a guy who is helping me get into the dance scene in Rome. Originally, I didn't want to get into the dance scene anymore. I was done with it, but I figured it's really what I'm meant to do. I do love it at the end of the day, and I'm going to have to dance. It's not so bad if I'm doing it in a different place other than what I'm used to. It's just new experiences. How am I growing? It really is crazy, and like I said, I wanted a big change, so it really did come. I will say that I think I believe more in the fact that if you give more than even if you're not really able or if it's not comfortable, just to give something. I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways, but selfishly, if you give something, you get something. Like, yay! But then also, it's just nice to spread a positive seed because you don't know. Maybe the person you give it to, whoever it is, whether you think they're going to use it in a good way or a bad way, whoever you're giving to could have given something or did something positive right before you gave it to them. So they could be feeling that positive energy come back to them by you wanting to give a positive energy. Just try to give something and go out of a comfort zone and just give something. You never know how it will affect someone. You can look at my social media and check out my life and see how it goes up and down, up and down. I try to share the good and the bad and the cool and the ugly and the nerdy and all that stuff. So I put links to all my social media down below if you want to follow. That'd be cool. Yeah.